All right, we are into the workbench, and in the workbench, let us first open the fluid flow. And I'm sorry, I've selected CFX. We will be dealing with fluent solver rather than the CFX solver. So I'll just delete the CFX. And in the properties of this geometry, by right clicking, you can just check up the properties. You just ensure that it has to be selected as 3D for the analysis type. And after that, you can just right click on the geometry, click on import geometry, browse the location where you have saved the file, and that particular file is this one. So I'll just click open, and after this I'll just right click and move to edit geometry in DesignModeler. Now wait for the DesignModeler to open. As you can see in the bottom left of the screen that we are getting a message named as starting DesignModeler. Now we have this DesignModeler displayed in the screen. Now we can simply click on generate in order to visualize the model or get the model into the ANSYS Workbench design modeling window. And the model is imported very quickly because it is a very simple model. And for a three-dimensional fluid simulations, remember that you always need to subtract the model from the domain. Okay, so the structure what you have created must be subtracted from the domain, and in order to subtract this particular structure, we have to use something called as boolean. So I'll be just going to create, and after that I'll be going to this option, and from there I'll be selecting the operation as subtract. For the target body, I'll be selecting the outer domain. I'll click apply, the body selected. Now for the tool bodies, I will be selecting the second part. Now for selecting the second part, we can just go to the tree outline over here, and from there click on this drop down and select the respected part. This is the part which is the solid model, and I will be clicking apply again. After that, let us just generate. But before that, you can see that if I'm just zooming in over here, you can see that this is the base of the solid model, right? And after subtracting, that is after generating this boolean, you can see that it will be subtracted. It will be visually visible for us. Now let me just click on generate, and you can see that there is a hole available over here. This indicates that the fluid domain has subtracted the respected structure what we have in the domain, and by this the boolean operation is completed, that is the subtraction operation. Now we can directly move to the meshing module, or else if you want to rename the respected surfaces or faces with respect to the boundary types, you may do the operation at this moment itself. So I generally prefer the naming in the design modeling itself. So this will be your inlet, all right, because I want the flow in X direction, that is from the left side to the right side. And this will be your outlet. Before that, I have to click on generate. Now after this, I need to select the respected face and type it as outlet. So at this moment, I'm really sure that you might be very much confident with respect to the CFD simulations. I'm sure that you'll be understanding it very easily because we have seen different projects, and especially if you are someone who has also seen my other course, then it will be really easy for you to deal with these kind of cases, because that course has different projects, and it has I have discussed different other features in CFD simulations, right, which will basically enhance one's knowledge. And what I'll be doing is I'll be selecting this face and this face and name them as symmetry. Okay, now the reason for assigning this particular faces as symmetry is because I don't want them to be as wall, right? If I'm just adding them as wall, or if I'm giving a boundary type as wall, then because the distance between the solid structure and the wall will be very closer, and that may impact on the fluid behavior. I don't want that to happen. Now if I'm just assigning symmetric, the software will assume that this is an infinite, or it is just a kind of extension to the domain. Okay, and you will not be having any reflection of the fluid that will impart any changes in the existing fluid flow, right? So this is what the reason for me to select the symmetry option. I mean, this is what the reason. After this, I'll be selecting this as wall because this is pretty, you know, away from the main body, and I don't think there will be certain changes because of this. Apart from this, I'll be selecting the bottom face also, okay, because this is the ground we can imagine on which they have mounted this beam under the water. And let me just what do I need to do? I just need to click on generate. Now we have the inlet over here, we have the outlet over here, we have the symmetry, then we have the walls, and there is only one wall selected. I haven't selected the bottom, so I'll just click on edit definition and hold the control and select the bottom face as well. Click apply and click generate, and see that both the faces are selected when we are selecting the respected name over here. The next thing is we need to name the beam over here. So what we can do is we can select the wall, select the symmetry, right click and hide faces, and you can see the faces are hidden at this moment. Now we need to select all the faces of this solid model. Now in order to have a quick selection of all this model, all the faces, we can simply go to this option, and you can see that by default single select is present over here, or it is active. This indicates that we can select single faces. But if we have something called as box select, we can create a box in this way, and all the features or all the faces under the box will be automatically selected. And this is a very good option. Now we can simply right click on the faces, go to name and just type it as beam, and click on generate. Now I'll select any of the face. Let me just come back to single select any of the face and go to show all faces. Now we have all the faces being displayed over here, and we have completed the task of naming them. Now we can simply move to the meshing module, mesh the geometry, and then move ahead for setting up the physics in order to solve the case. Let us just close this and catch up in the next video.